What's going on, everybody? My name is Tenebris Infinite, and welcome back to Chapter 2, Building the Berserker. Today, we're going to be going off on another quest for free EXP, and then we're going to take on a side mission, and I think later on we're going to take down a prototype tank. So our quest for free EXP today is going around and taking down a whole bunch of relay beacons. I really need tons of experience points for this character early on because grinding out machines with a melee build is super difficult. So we're just going off and we're picking off all of these relay beacons that I've kind of memorized across my map here. So from the relay beacon grind, we managed to get ourselves 3 experience points, so we're just going to dump these guys into our health. And then next up, I'm kind of caught between combat and survival, but I think we're going to go down the left-hand side of the survival tree to try to get to steady feet next. Alright, so now that we've gotten our free experience for the day and we've spent off our skill points, we're going to go off and wrap up another one of these really easy side missions that you get in the early game so that we can get just a little bit more experience. And then after that, we're going to take on a prototype tank, which should be fun considering the fact that I don't have steady feet and I don't have any skills to boost my damage potential. It should be a real fun fight. So in order to start the Path of the Gods, you have to come on over to this burning house here, and then just pick up this little note sitting on the fridge. But real quick, before that, it seems like I'm missing something over here, so let's pick that up as well. Yes, the journal. Okay, last diary entry. It's been ages since I last wrote here. Grown-up life taking over, I guess. It was crazy at the lab, too. I can't stop thinking about those poor scientists and researchers. I wish the newspapers, TV, and radio would also stop rehashing it. Who killed them? Why? Who's next? Am I next? We gotta be ready for anything. I went back to our favorite place here in Sweden and left a stash of emergency supplies for Steffi and me. If push comes to shove, it's a super scenic location with a sea on both sides, and near the top of a hill, there's a small cairn. So we've actually talked about this in the past on my channel, but basically we know that the scientists and researchers that were assassinated were most likely assassinated by Russian insurgents of some sort, or some sort of insurgent force here in Sweden. Likely also possibly a cause of the information leak that leads to the Russians getting in contact with you towards the end of the game. Now, whether or not it's the Russians that do in Johan or the machines, it's yet to be explained here, but I'm leaning more towards the machines at this point because Johan, your boy Johan, was a scientist clearly and was not somebody who was entirely combat capable, potentially. But I think also I know where I could find Johan's body here too. Now up the Path of the Gods we go. The cairn is just over this way and we can actually see the lookout point just up here. So it's just going to be a quick jog around the little inlet here, and then we're going to start looking at potentially Johan's dead body. Premium YouTube content, my dudes. I just realized, does this make me the Swedish video game version of Logan Paul? As we're making our way up the path here, it seems like there's one lone doggo along the way. Oh wait, no, there's 2! Surprise! Nice. Oh, Where you going, dude? Get brawled in the face. Alright, so now we've got to technically grave rob this dude and take some of these emergency supplies. I think that with those doggos there, that is some solid confirmation that it was most likely the machines that did in Johann. Oh hey, we got more machines here too. Flat. We didn't get knocked down that time. Nice. Oh, they could shoot through the tent. What? Let me up. Let me heal. Perfect. Alright, sweet. Okay, so here are the stash supplies and another little note. Oh hey, and also we got the tier 3 for the archipelago region. Nice. So let's read this note. Where are we? Right there. Steffi, if you find this and I'm not next to you smirking awkwardly, then I hope it was just because I was too lazy to hike all the way up here again with you. If not, then, well, be careful. Ditto, your good old Johann. So that's a really sad note to find. Let's pick up these med kits real quick, and I think we'll leave the radio. We don't really need that. No med kits in there. No med kits in there. Ah, hey, a med kit. Sick. Oh man, trying to get down this hill with all this fog is kind of treacherous. But we're just coming up to the point here where I believe we can find ya boy's dead body. But also, after reading through those notes and kind of thinking about it for a second, this might also potentially be Steffi. So this was actually one of my favorite locations that got added quite a while back, back when the archipelago got its second facelift. And let's come on down here and take a gander. Oh, dude, it's so foggy that I can't. No, I'm gonna have to wait for this to break. Super weird. I totally thought that Johann's body, or at least somebody's body, was out here. So after checking it over my old footage of the top 10 new locations in the archipelago, there is a body out there. I swear there is, and I'll put up the footage now. I have no idea why it's not rendering in for me. Well, after that sad story, and you know, thinking about it, there's a lot of really sad stories here in Generation Zero of, like, real, like, you know, moments of panic, moments of, like, not knowing what to do or what the heck was going on just before they wound up dying. There's a lot of sad stories in Generation Zero. But now it's time to go off and take down one of the big boys and beat up a tank with a baseball bat. After we're done taking out these stinking doggos, though. We're going to try to get into this tank's blind spot, which is just behind him. And then we're going to go for the fuel cell, I think. So there you go, my dudes. We've taken down a prototype tank, and that was much more difficult than that needed to be. I foolishly forgot to grab some small EMPs along the way, so I ran out super early on in the fight, but we still managed to take him down based on pure gusto alone. Now, to wrap this episode up, I realized that we haven't given our Berserker a name yet. So I'm kind of leaning towards the name Axel for our Berserker, but if any of you dudes have a name suggestion or name idea, throw it down in the comments below, and if it's better than Axel, then I'll roll with it. But that's going to be it for episode 2. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, slap that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, maybe consider subscribing. And I will catch you dudes in the next one. Until then, peace.